Hello, and thank you for joining me today as I potter about doing a bit of cleaning and tidying. This is just standard day-to-day style stuff, no deep cleaning or anything like that, just nice and easy to squeeze into a spare hour. I always like to start off in the kitchen because it's usually the place that needs the most work. I've got two young children, so we spend a lot of time in here for meals and snacks, and everywhere is usually quite chaotic.
I really wanna know, really wanna know.
When I do a deep clean, I don't move everything off the countertops to wipe them down because, to be honest, I've got quite minimal time, so I do just wipe around things and clean the main surface area. I would love to tell you that I give the kitchen a major deep clean on a weekly basis, but it definitely doesn't happen. I work 4 days a week alongside parenting, so with the spare time I do have, I prefer to do fun things with the kids, and that unfortunately means that the house is probably going to be a chaotic mess for a few years, and I'm slowly growing to accept it.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground.
The sink is another area that tends to just get a daily quick wipe round, but I do clean this more regularly, and when I do, I usually use a cream cleaner, which I find does a really good job. I also like to use baking soda in the actual sink to get rid of any stains that don't come away very easily. I especially find that tea likes to leave lovely brown stains everywhere, but the baking soda works really well for making it nice and shiny again. I did buy a Sonic scrubber brush a few years ago, and it's great for having a quick whip around, especially the plug holes and getting into the small gaps, so if you don't own one, I would definitely recommend. Now, this worktop is the absolute bane of my life. It's the dumping ground for things that don't have a home, and it's also our main food prep area, so it's just quite irritating when things are left on it. But to be honest, I am probably the main culprit because I'm absolutely awful at tidying up after myself. I always thought it was something I would do as a child and I'd grow out of it once I was an adult with my own house, but apparently not. I really have to force myself to tidy up as I go, but it doesn't always happen. So once this area is nice and tidied, I always feel great.
Hey, I heard you got a new best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit, I won't pretend that it doesn't matter that you're with someone else. In a way that's how
Now, I reckon I sweep the kitchen floor about 4 times a day normally, and I absolutely cannot believe how much I get each time I do it. My son hasn't long turned 1, so he's obviously quite a messy eater, and to be honest, so is my 3-year-old. So combine that with general cooking crumbs, and it's carnage. If I don't sweep for the entire day, it blows my mind how much I get up when I do actually get round to it. I also try and wash the floors at least once a week, alternating between steam mop and getting on my knees with a cloth and bucket of hot soapy water, because sometimes I feel like I can scrub it better that way and get in all the little nooks and crannies. I do feel quite old school with my steam mop, I won't lie, but I like that I can just wash the cloth and reuse it rather than having to throw them away, because I haven't seen many normal mops where you can do that.
we were head over heels in love, thought it lasts forever, but somehow we got lost. Looking back, I didn't realize what was wrong with me. I can't deny I took you for granted. You finally had enough. That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see, I write so much better than I speak, and I need to tell you.
The next room is the lounge, and it also gets quite messy in here as it's the main room we spend our time in when we're at home. My house does not have space for a playroom, so we have lots of toys in here, but I don't really mind that, to be honest. But it does mean mess, so I probably tidy up in here about 4 billion times a day, but I do secretly enjoy it because I feel like it just makes me happy when all the toys are back as they should be, although I do often spend a while crawling around trying to find all the bits, especially for that train. I really do have to try hard to get my daughter involved with tidying up because she's really not keen, but sometimes if I play a song or make a little game out of it, she will get involved.
Hey, I heard you got a new best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit, I won't pretend that it doesn't matter that you're with someone else. That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see, I write so much better than I speak. And I need to tell you, you were my best friend till the end.
I haven't dusted the lounge for a few weeks, as you can probably tell, but that's okay. I do generally try not to be too hard on myself with the house because, like I said before, it's not my main focus for these few years whilst the kids are small. I don't really want them growing up just remembering mummy cleaning all the time, so if I have time to sit and play with them or whatever, I would just rather do that and then clean as and when there's a bit of spare time when the kids are in bed or at preschool or whatever, and that works well for me at the moment.
You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow.
I would love some recommendations for hoovers if anyone has any. I don't mind my shark and I think it's good for dust, but it's not always great for things like fluff or bits off your socks and stuff like that. I used to have a Henry that was okay, but it hurt my back bending over with it, so the shark is good in the sense that I can be more upright. I also like that it's cordless, although I'm obviously aware that a plug-in one would be more powerful, but if anyone has any decent recommendations, please leave them below for me.
I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody else.
Next is my daughter's room. I will try and make the bed every day, but I don't make it all fancy like some people do because I just do not see the point. We always like to come upstairs to play for a few hours after dinner and before bed, and 90% of the time Emmy will pull all the quilt and teddies onto the floor, so I'm not wasting my time with it. She does also sleep with about 500 teddies, so I'm not sorting those out every day. I just like to tidy up the quilt a bit, and that's enough for me, to be honest.
You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.
Next is my son's room, and often this one gets missed because I do a lot of tidying whilst he's asleep, but I managed to get in here today. His room has been a bit of a dumping ground since he was born, but I'm really trying to stop that now he's a bit bigger, and he does play in here quite a bit actually now if we're upstairs. I have still got the old pushchair in here that I really need to take pictures of to sell, but I'm just putting it off continuously, if I'm honest, because in my head it's a really faffy big job, even though actually all I need to do is just take pictures and upload it on Facebook. But It's just one of them jobs I really don't want to do. But anyway, it was nice to get in here today for a good tidy up and a dust down everywhere. So nice to get that one ticked off the list.
I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what has been broken. And take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try.
And finally is my bedroom. Again, nothing fancy done with the bed in here. I just like it to be made like this every day. I have lived in this house for 5 years now and I still don't really feel like I've decorated an awful lot, but I think that's because there's been 2 children in that time and I just haven't really had the time or energy to put into it, to be honest. But it's only really just occurred to me within the past few months I've got no curtains in this room. We've got blinds but no curtains, so I think I might actually look to get some soon to make it just a bit more cosy. I do always regret getting grey furniture for in here because I don't really think there's many colours that go with it very well other than like yellow or pink, but I don't really want those colours. But I can't really afford to change it now, so hey ho. But I'm going to stop rambling now and end the video with a thank you for watching. I hope it's given you some motivation to get some bits cleaned or tidied, and please drop a like or a comment because it really helps small channels like mine to grow, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!